This episode, we explore Mazatlan before heading into the Marina to complete our 250-hour Yanmar service. Ian and Addie also join us again to help us prepare to cross the Sea of Cortez. We are currently raising funds to provide vaccinations to animals in the Sea of Cortez. You can visit our Chuffed.org campaign to help us or become a patron to provide ongoing support for our mission. Enjoy the episode and be sure to give it a thumbs up if you like it. We had arrived to a windy, cold Mazatlan day after a good sail from Isla Isabela. But we got tangled up in something while motoring in the middle of the night and planned to check it out as soon as the weather warmed up. Well, it's been a really overcast day to recover from our overnight sail. We are yet to dive down and have a look because it's been so overcast and cold since it's such a nice anchorage and we don't really need to go anywhere right now. We're just going to wait until tomorrow and the sun is shining. And for now, we're just napping, video editing, reading books and chillaxing, which has been really nice. We're all suited up, ready to dive down and see what's going on under the boat, if anything's going on. I'm very suspicious we're going to find something wrapped around the prop, but who knows. Jim can already see that there might actually just be a stick stuck. This was the culprit. Doesn't look like much, but that combined with that little stick that was stuck on it made us lose about a knot. So we were going like 4.3 to 4.7 when usually we can go like 5.5 or even more motoring, especially in calm conditions. So makes a big difference, but it's off. Easy fix at least. We're rolling into shore. We're anchored kind of, basically what we've got to do is we go to shore here, then we get a punga over the kind of the port area, where you enter the port, and then we're in Old Town Mazatlan, which is meant to be cool to explore. So yeah, there's your Chuffed, sitting happy on anchor.
We're rowing to save gas.
Yes, we do now have the motor. It's still working and happy, but it's just not that far to row. And on the way back especially, I think we'll just like drift to Chuffed. So Jim figured he'd get the exercise. Gracias. Which are a specialty of Mazatlan. So cool, right? This is cool.
It's like I'm gonna get some shade.
back we go to Chuffed.
Mazatlan's going to be a pretty quick stop for us. We're planning on going into the Marina so that we can have Rafa, who installed our engine. He's the certified Yanmar mechanic. He's here in Mazatlan. So we're going to have him come and do, or finish off the 250 hour service that we did, because we did things like the oil change and fuel filter changes, but I'd like to learn how to do the valve clearances and stuff properly before we start tinkering on a brand new engine. So he's going to do all that and show me what to do, which will be really cool. We also need to fix a lazy jack, I repaired one of the lazy jacks and not the other side. I didn't redo the other side and it fell out, pulled out of the mast, the fitting. So yeah, those fittings were old. I'll redo that one as well. And then Ian and Addie will be joining us hopefully so that we can go to La Paz and have 3 people on night watches over the 2.5 days instead of just Jim and I. We're hoping to leave pretty soon, so it's going to be getting it done and then heading off again to keep sailing. I've been a little bit nervous today. I always get a little bit of pre-departure anxiety when we're about to do a big crossing like this. And then everybody's really talked up this marina entrance. One guy told us that it's the scariest thing he's ever done on his boat. So I've been feeling a little bit of anxiety today. Thankfully, I've got this really good recording my therapist gave me. It's got things like ratio breathing, and she has me picture these dials in my head where I can turn the anxiety down and turn my calmness levels up, and that's really helps me. I'm very grateful that I found something that helps me so that I'm not nervous before big crossings like this. I'm also very grateful to BetterHelp, who sponsored this video. BetterHelp is the world's largest therapy service, and it's 100% online, which makes it very convenient and easy to use. It's really simple to get started. You just answer a few questions about your needs and what you're looking for, and BetterHelp will match you with a therapist. A really great part about BetterHelp is that you can talk to your therapist in a way that best suits you, whether that's via text, call, or video calls, and you can schedule live sessions with them whenever you need to. And if for some reason your therapist just isn't the right fit for you, you can change anytime you like with no additional cost. So with BetterHelp, you get a custom-picked therapist and more flexibility, all at an affordable price. You can get 10% off your first month by visiting betterhelp.com/vettales, that's BetterHelp, or by following the links below. Motoring the whole way because we specifically left there's a little window right now about 4 hours where the wind is below 5 knots, and we specifically left then because this marina it's been notorious, has a bit of a reputation, the entry to get in, with waves breaking. It sounds like even boats have ended up on the rocks, so once you get those northerlies and they start pushing swell in, it sounds like it's not so great. So yeah, motoring the whole way in no wind. I hope that we have a lovely, calm marina entrance, but it's only about 7 miles, so we'll be there in about an hour. Do you want to drive, or should I?
Whatever you want to do. I can drive if you don't want to.
Got Jim driving, so I get a bit scared of coming into entrances like this. It's pretty narrow. Jim's not worried at all, but I am. Maybe not too much closer. You totally have it completely under control.
Yeah, it's totally fine.
I get so freaked out.
Everyone really talked up this entrance here.
Yeah, people told us like a catch ended up on these rocks, and like that was not a problem. Okay. Well, that explains why it's not been dredged for a while. That thing doesn't look like it's been moving. Well done, Jim. That was a tight one. Oh, you got your bits. Jim's so cool, calm and collected, and I'm like, oh my god, we're gonna go. channel. There's a few marinas here in Mazatlan. There's Marina El Cid, which we just went past. It's right at the entrance. Then there's Marina Mazatlan, which is very big. And then we're actually going to a small marina called Isla Mazatlan. They only have like 30 docks, but they are literally less than half the price of all the other marinas. So it's like $20 a day instead of like 46, which is pretty significant because we're thinking we're gonna have to be in the marina a couple of days. And so, you know, that's the difference between only $60 and $120. So we'll find out if there's a reason it's cheap or if it's just a nice marina that is not as frequently used. Jim's just getting all of our lines ready. We also have the benefit of when we were coming in then we had the keel halfway up, so we still have a bit of the steerage of having a keel down, but we have like 5-foot draft or even less, so that's kind of nice. Someone on anchor in the very middle of the channel. We had a totally easy docking experience because we're on the end. I do like that. I hate docking. Okay. I think that's everything we need. Feels like deja vu, but different marina, different landscape, a lot more high rises in Mazatlan. But we've gotten the first hole done for the new one. It had pulled out the exact same way as the old one had, just out from the rivets. I actually had brought more tools up to clean these up a bit better though, so that we can make sure there's definitely no sharp bits sticking out, and they're much cleaner now. So yeah, I'll just keep attaching this one like we have this new one on this side, and yeah, our lazy jacks will be fixed. This is going to be a lot stronger too than what the rivets were. These bolts are a lot better. The rivets that were in here just really weren't appropriate for what they were being used for. Like, these rivets are in really great condition still, but some of the rivets used to hold less important things on the mast were just really bad quality. So yeah, getting it done. Oh, done. All right, we are about to do the 250-hour service on our new Yanmar engine. We're pretty much exactly on time, 252. We're going to start with the oil change. Looks gross, huh? And now Jim's doing the oil filter. Now we add fresh oil. Try not to make a big mess. We'll see how that goes. We're adding 2.8 litres. I've got our contraption ready to replace the marine gear oil. Much colour, no? We're going to change the fuel filters. They're due. I might loosen this first though, if I can. Which way would it turn? Oh, it's actually pretty dirty. I think that's a good way of doing, look. That seems like it's loosening, yeah. Oh, it's dirty. Woo! Kind of hot. We are going to check and possibly replace the impeller. I'm tempted to maybe just replace him. What do you reckon? Because we can check him at the next 250, right? So, because he'll get checked every 250. All right, cool. Well, that was a waste of time. Not just kidding. Better to check. Gonna top off the batteries. They're a little low, but not too bad. And now we're adjusting the tension on the raw water belt. It's just a little loose. Freshwater flush. A major reason for stopping in Mazatlan was to have Rafa do the more technical elements of the service, like checking valve clearance and alignment. He may well be the only Yanmar certified mechanic in all of Mexico. Rafa gave the engine his tick of approval. Yay! In a rare logistical anomaly, all of our plans lined up perfectly, with Ian and Addie arriving just in time to make the weather window across to La Paz.
He's so close to my face. He's tired and he wanted me to come read with him. I'm so happy. Everyone's going to be like, you guys need to get a dog. What do you reckon? Here's the other one. You think this would go good? Check them ears again, my darling. Oh, buddy. Hi, Nanta. Oh, there's your arm. So Mr. Guy is suffering from allergies again. It seems the coast is not so good for him. His ears have gotten quite red again and itchy. And you can see he's got a little bit of like gunk in his eyes. A little bit of green gunk. And then his little footsies, I know baby, are very red inside as well. And you can see he's irritated, he wants to lick them. So he had been on prednisolone, but some dogs can have a little bit of behavioural side effects with the prednisolone. So he's not on that right now. So we're going to try topical stuff first with some anti-inflammatory antibiotic creams and some eye drops and ear drops, and see if we can just get it under control with that, because we're soon going to be in a completely different area of climate, so hopefully that will change things for him. And if not, he'll have to start on some oral medicine again. Hey baby. Alright, can I put these eye drops in? Ready? 1. 2. Good boy. Man, I wish all dogs were that easy to put eye drops in. Okay, then this one's for your footsins. Oh, it's in fresh one. Look at that, so fresh. We can't lick it off, we've got to leave it for a bit. That was a little weird. Too red on his skin. And now we just have to pat him for 15 minutes so the cream has time to work without him licking it off. Alright, I'm going to put some eardrops in for Mr. Guy. So we fold his ear back. We actually go down the ear canal a little bit, give it a squeeze, put the drops in, and then massage. Do you love your medicine? Do you love it? Oh, he kissed it.
With Addie's allergies under control, we got busy prepping Chuff for her departure, which mostly involved finishing off Wi-Fi work, provisioning and cooking. Next episode, we depart Mazatlan for the 3-day crossing to La Paz. With fresh crew, this will be our longest time at sea since the old engine left us stranded in the Tehuantepec for 4 days. See how Addie handles his first overnighter. We wanted to say a big thanks to our patrons. Their support enables us to make these videos, keep Chuffed afloat, keep the boat provisioned, and provide additional treatments to animals in the Sea of Cortez. You too can help support our work by becoming a monthly patron for access to early release ad-free videos and live updates. Until next time, stay chuffed everybody.